Welcome to Startup Hack. I'm Spencer Thomason, and here at Startup Hack, we love to train software developers and build custom software solutions for companies. So I do a lot of work as a fractional CTO. With over a decade of executive leadership and a solid 25 years in software development, I've mastered the art of transforming technology teams and products. So today we're diving into a groundbreaking announcement from Microsoft and OpenAI. They've released the official release version of the .NET library for AI, which is a significant step forward for developers everywhere. This new library aims to simplify the integration of AI into the .NET applications, making advanced technologies more accessible and easier to use. So let's break down what this means for you and the development community. All right, now my job is to try to make you look like a boss as a developer. And by boss, I mean like good. I don't mean like you're the boss. But my point is that I want to make it so that you can learn how to use OpenAI with .NET to simply build your applications. And before the end of this video today, I'm going to make it so that you can be writing your own AI application, and you could show your boss how amazing you were that you went home over the weekend and wrote an AI application, right? Super easy. So let's dive in, and we'll run through this a little bit here. So Microsoft's new .NET API library, .NET library for AI is designed to seamlessly integrate AI capabilities into .NET applications. This move is expected to significantly reduce the complexity of implementing AI in .NET projects. Now, there's a lot more you can do with it, and I definitely do a lot of custom AI work, but this is a very easy way to get started. So by providing a unified framework, developers can now leverage AI without extensive knowledge of underlying technologies. This user-friendly approach is a game changer for the development community. All right, and so this is definitely a big game changer for the community. So OpenAI's advanced models. The collaboration with OpenAI ensures that the .NET library includes some of the most advanced AI models available. These models are now easily accessible through a well-documented and supported library. Developers can utilize pre-trained models for various tasks such as natural language processing, computer vision, and more. This opens up new possibilities for innovation and efficiency in software development. I know when I very first started working with a lot of my LLMs and with some of the first data learning, big machine learning and data access, large data models, it took massive Herculean efforts to get these set up. I remember that we hired like these 4 guys, and that's all they worked on. And we were like, what are those guys working on? They don't produce anything. And it took them months to even get the very first thing running, which you can now do for 17 lines of code, which I'm going to show you here by the end of this video. So now, obviously, they're pre-trained, so it's not very specialized, but at the same time, this is about efficiency and simplicity. And what you get for it is actually pretty huge. So, and that's my point. It boosts developer productivity, right? With the official .NET library for AI, developers can now build smarter applications faster. Key is faster. The library includes tools and features that streamline the development process, allowing for rapid prototyping and deployment. This boost in productivity is crucial for staying competitive in fast-paced tech industry. By simplifying AI integration, Microsoft and OpenAI are empowering developers to achieve more with less effort. Truly, you could write a little AI application, bring it to your boss next weekend, and say, look what I did over the weekend, and you'll be like a hero. The release of this library is backed by strong community support and extensive documentation. Now note, the library has good community support. It's not necessarily, OpenAI itself is not necessarily open. Microsoft and OpenAI, Microsoft and OpenAI have ensured that developers have access to a wealth of resources to get started and troubleshoot issues. The community aspect fosters collaboration and knowledge sharing, which is vital for the continuous improvement of the library. This support network has significant advantage for the developers at all levels. Now, the official .NET library for AI is just the beginning of a new era in software development. As AI continues to evolve, and where I'm going to show you an example of where it's already evolved just in like the last week, this library will likely see updates and enhancements, keeping it at the forefront of technology. Developers who adopt this library early will be well positioned to leverage future advancements. This proactive approach is essential for anyone looking to stay ahead in the ever-changing landmark. Now, as always, make sure you go and download our code samples. There's hundreds of code samples out here, and today is, of course, no different. So let's dive into Visual Studios here. Now, normally this is like where it says, hey, we need to get our API keys, right? And you would put your API key in here. I'm not going to give you all my API key because you would rob me blind. So Since my writing of this, and I think just in the last day or two, I wrote this about a week ago before I just got into the priority queue to get recorded. I think they've now released GPT 4.0 Mini, I think is what they're doing for free now. So 3.5 Turbo was the free one before that, and now I think it's 4.0 Mini. So already advancements. Like we were talking about, there's lots of advancements going on here. Tell which client to set up, give the environment variables. Then you enter a prompt, right? It's going to read the prompt and put the prompt in. It's going to then send this to this user chat. That's it. It's like all you're sending. Then say, hey, complete the chat, right? So you're formulating the message here. You can also add other parameters and things into this, which will allow you to load certain things into variables. So you can say, hey, like check for a name. If it asks for a name, if it like, you can do different things and then pull variables out of it. So this is all part of the chat completion, and you can definitely dig into the documentation, which I mentioned is very robust for this. And then it comes back, and that's it, and it returns the result. So if I were to say, hey, why is the sky blue, right? It's going to return that result. So this is the same thing that you're going to get at ChatGPT, right? So this is that same results that you're going to get. That's it. 17 lines of code, and that includes a whole bunch of write lines and comments and stuff. So it's probably 10 lines of actual code. So we can see how easy this OpenAI chat library is, and it's very powerful. There's a lot more you can do with it. And my goal is to try to say, hey, how can you get started with writing AI in 5 minutes? And so the goal of this is not to try to be all-inclusive for this particular video, but we do train for AI use with OpenAI as well as other ways in our coding boot camps, and also we provide it into another course. Also, with AskMini.ai, we use lots of different models, one of which is ChatGPT, but we use lots of different models, and you can query against multiple different AIs, not just OpenAIs, but other open source AIs. And I'll do more videos about how we built that. So, as always, make sure you pull down the code samples. Make sure that you like and subscribe, because here at Startup Hack, we love to train software developers. With my 25 years of development experience, we take people with zero experience and help to train them to be ready to start as full-stack software developers in as little as 3 months. Yes, we really do. And I end up hiring a lot of them because our coding bootcamp feeds into our software consulting firm, which we build custom software for people, particularly around a lot of AI. So make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you leave a comment. Tell me what I did good. Tell me if I'm really funny or handsome or whatever, and we will catch you guys next time. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, because we bring you lots of great tutorials and tips that every developer should know. See you next time.